Okay, now I am going to show you how to clear fractions when your denominators are different. If you look at this side, first of all, we're going to check and see if both sides are simplified. 2/3 x minus 6, those cannot be combined, so I know this side is simplified. 1/4 x minus 5, those are not like terms, they cannot be combined, so that side is simplified. Now I'm going to look at my denominators. I've got a 3 and I have a 4. You have to multiply, when you clear a fraction, you have to multiply every single term in your equation by the same number. I can't multiply this one by 3 and this one by 4 because it's not going to keep your equation balanced. So what we're going to do is multiply by the smallest common multiple that 3 and 4 both have in common, which is 12. So I'm going to multiply this first term by 12 over 1. I'm going to multiply negative 6 by 12, 1/4 by 12 over 1, and negative 5 by, negative 5 by 12. 12. So now what I can do is I can now reduce. The reason I did it by a multiple because all of my two denominators are going to get eliminated. 3 goes into 3 one time. It goes into 12 4 times. Then if I go over here, 4 goes into itself once. It goes into 12 3. Now's the tricky part because you got to make sure you multiply what's left. All right, so I've got 4 times 2 times x. So that's going to leave you with 8x minus 6 times 12 is 72 equals 3 times 1 times x, which is going to be 3x minus 60. So now I've eliminated my fraction. If my fraction is supposed to be there, mathematically, it will be there when you're done solving for x. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to my smaller variable term, which is 3x, and I want to undo the 3x. I want to remove it from this side of my equation. So I'm going to subtract 3x because this 3 is, the top 3 is positive, so I'm going to subtract 3x. What you do to one side of the equal sign, you have to do to the other. That is going to leave you 8x minus 3x is 5x minus 72 equals negative 60. Make sure that this negative comes down with the 60 when you bring your 60 down. Now what I want to do, I want to get this 5x term by itself. So I'm going to add 72 to both sides. Because by doing that, that is going to make that 5x term be all by itself on the left side of my equation, because negative 72 and positive 72 is 0. 72 minus 60. Now, I've got a negative 60 and a positive 72. I can rewrite it as 72 and negative 60 because they're different terms, so I got to take, they're different signs, so I have to take the difference of the terms, which is 72 minus 60. 72 is the larger value and it's positive. So I know negative 60 plus 72 is going to be 12. Now all I have left to do is make that x have a coefficient of 1. So 5 over 5 is equal to 1, which means I got to divide 12 by 5 also, which is going to leave me with my final answer. X is equal to 12 over 5. You want to make sure that this fraction cannot be reduced, which it can't. There's 5 is a prime number, and 5 does not go into 12 evenly, so I know that x is equal to 12/5 is my final answer. And as you see, the fraction came back. It was supposed to be in the answer, but I was able to clear my fractions in the beginning, so I had numbers that were much easier to work with.